Morning, folks. This is Diamond Coach Curtis. We're talking about the Crater of Diamonds. Today I'm going to talk about, this is kind of in my basic budget series, basic beginner's budget and planning. We're going to really focus on Sarucas this morning. And we're going to throw a B in there if you want to build your own. That's kind of what I did last night. A lot of people are trying to find a Saruca. I'm going to start out. This is the Carolina Saruca. This is what you're going to see the seasoned miners use. It's a, I believe it's a 15-inch or 20-inch bicycle rim. I'll find my tape measure. I could measure it for us real quick. Obviously, I left that in there. Anyway, this I got this at the miners camp for 85 bucks. I made contact with Al and Betty. People will know that name. You'll see them on a Facebook page. They have some, and I just talked to them yesterday. They've got some that are running about 120. Another guy builds them. They're getting them from, they have a source. They have a, again, I haven't seen this, so this is all about you checking out the information. But we're just going to basically cover it. So I got this for $85. A lot of people are having trouble finding these. Al and Betty said they had Al and Berta, I'm sorry, Al and Berta said they had a variety of that. Al and Berta, you can go. They will do a live demonstration with screen sets and Sarucas. They charge, I believe they said $15 a head. And here's the thing: once you get done, they loan you equipment, screen sets, whatever. You need to contact them. I'm not promoting any one person over another person. So as part of your planning, again, you know to get on Facebook. You'll get contact. You'll get suggestions. You'll see me there suggesting you watch videos. I want you to watch Arkansas Diamond Miner Ivan, Glenn Worthington. I want you to listen to everybody on that site. There is some things going on. Glenn is selling boxes of his diamond ore going on right now. That is from his mine. That's not from the Crater of Diamonds. But when you read something, take note and ask more questions if you don't understand. But Glenn is sending that diamond ore from his mine. It's lamprite. It's not been broke down by nature. And I'm getting off the subject. But everything you do, anything you see me doing or anybody else doing, you need to verify that information. You decide who you want to do business with if you're buying screens. I bought my first set of screens from the Lovejoys because they reached out to me on Facebook. I then went to the hardware store where I bought aprons, shovels. I didn't buy a shovel, I bought a scoop. I bought this Saruca, which is, the idea is right. You can use it for screening. The 20 material is stainless steel, it's aluminum. However, I don't like the design because it's not flat. If you look at this flat design, when you get ready to do your flip, which what we're doing with this is we're putting our material in, we're going to flip it. That right there is going to cause your center to drop. So whoever's making these, hardware store suggestion is to take, like I did this one, which we're going to get into a build, and take a piece of plywood, cut out, and get that pre-formed so that we have a nice flat surface. Now this is handy in some cases if you're just putting this down and you're just screening and you do that, your diamonds are going to be right in the middle, and because it is concave, your diamond would be right there, but you're still going to have to get that off the bottom. So I use this all the time. I use it with a bucket classifier. If I have a bigger bucket classifier, I will use that as my bottom screen with a 1/4 inch screen. Now, these bucket classifiers, I've got a set of 5. You're going to see them on the Facebook page. I love them. I can do everything I need to do. Okay, folks, I'm going to pick this up. I've run out of storage space. Anyway, I was talking about using a bucket classifier in the Sarucas. If you cut the bottom out of the 20 screen, you can do flips with it. However, I do not like to, if you look at the thickness, that's the depth and distance that you're going to actually, when you're doing the flip, that's how far that's going to fall. You can get by with it. You can do the centers. However, it's not ideal. This is for the guy that's really serious, guy or gals, or anybody that can handle that, to really do a lot of material, which is part of the porch talk. Classify as much material as you can. when we get to children and ladies, you may want a little Saruca. Now, we're getting into the build section. Build is going to affect budget. You're going to have tools and everything else. But I did this. I threw this together. You can grade me on shop class. I could probably take my time. I built this last night in just a few hours. I didn't have a rivet gun, but I built this little Saruca out of a bucket. Okay. So I had these buckets that I use for rain gutter grow system. If you have questions about how to grow plants in a bucket, you can go to rain gutter grow system. But anyway, so I've got these buckets. I found this bucket here. All the buckets don't have the same kind of rim, so I don't know if you can see the way that rim is. I ended up using that portion right there for my quick made Saruca. I'm making this for my first family if they show up this weekend. That's the first people I helped out with. That's my first trip to the Crater of Diamonds. I basically cut out. If you go to Harbor Freight, I have this Dremel, Harbor Freight. I had this tool set here. I've got the 7/8 here, and I basically cut out freehand the best I could. I keep that blade right there. If you take your time, make sure you have safety glasses on. Always be safe. I cut that part out. So the next part that I cut out was, and I actually cut the top part off first. So I cut right along this seam. I could actually make another classifier or another Saruca out of it. So I cut this seam first. I left this and this. I cut here. Before I actually did that, I took a pencil and I measured out the distance that I'm going to need for my inside piece here. And that come out from right here. So I took Harbor Freight again. These are called dividers. This divider has a compass. Pencils don't work as good. If you have a little crayon or something that would go in, you would get a better mark. But I mark where I want my piece from there. And again, I freehand cut that piece to go inside the Saruca. Okay. This is stainless steel number 20 screen. Stainless steel number 20 screen. It came from Amazon. I got two pieces. I used one. It's 12 by 24, which is 30.5 millimeters by 61 millimeters. I use this to make my screen set. If you watch my series, my 12 by 24, I did get two pieces of number 20, and that's what's in the bottom of it. Use stainless steel as much as you can because it's going to last you. All right, so let's see if I can get a visual over here. Y'all gonna have to excuse these messes because it is fall. It's fall. People want to come blow their horns. Anyway, what I did, I had a piece of plywood. I cut out the inside of the bucket because, so you're gonna need a jigsaw. Remember, we was talking about budget, so you need a jigsaw, 10 snips, a bucket, piece of plywood. You know, I actually take this and go around with my belt sander, which was over in another place, but it worked. So if you're a real good woodworker, you'll know that's shoddy work. But I'm doing quick. I just did quick. I just throwed it together, see if the idea works. So the reason I do that is because you're going to take your screen material and you're going to cut out just enough, which the 12 by 24 on this bucket was just enough on one side. So I cut out and leaving a distance around it as much as I could. And you're going to find from one side, the 12 side, you're going to have just a very little bit that's hanging out. So a little bit bigger piece of screen would have been nicer than 12 inches. You may want to try to get 13 by something. You'll find out ordering that stuff is not easy. And I got to remember that I'm on the camera. So anyway, I'm showing this, that the 12 screen will stick out here. So anyway, I cut that out with the jigsaw. I put that screen over top and I press it down so I get a nice flat surface. Then I took the band that I had, which the other piece of the bucket here. So this band here was from that bottom part of the bucket that I showed you. And then I basically sat there with these number 4 screws, and I didn't even pre-drill them, the holes, but that would have made it easier. But I just pushed them in with my screwdriver. So it's a number 4 1/2-inch screw, but it worked. That's how you can do things on a budget if you have this. But again, this material, I think the 2 screens is somewhere around 14, 15 bucks, pack of screws, and you have to have the tools. I don't know what I paid for the Chicago Electric set, but that's how you can make your own Saruca. This is a good size for the children. Betty and them, Berta and Al said they have a Saruca there for $30. Again, I'm promoting the whole area. I'm promoting the hardware store. I'm promoting Lovejoy Diamonds, Al and Berta, the Creator of Diamonds, all my fellow YouTubers. Anybody that wants to help anybody show up, be equipped, and learn how to do. Okay, just trying to finish this video up. My storage is getting full on my camera. I don't have very much. Anyway, we're trying to help as many people as we can. So this series is about trying to help people get ready and plan before they get there. Again, there's so many places you can get things. Anthony down the road from Lovejoy's, he makes screens. But the people that are there are going to have to reach out to you. If you go to the hardware store, everybody I've met is pretty much going to try to help you. You get on the Facebook page, you know, you can find out about minerals, you can find out about lamprite. But anyway, my goal, this is Diamond Coach Curtis again, and you know, we're just trying to help people. You do what you want to do, but most of all, have fun. If you're taking your children, parents do the planning. I've got a video on that. I've got equipment videos. Show up prepared. You'll find something. You'll have a lot better time. It is work, or you're just out relaxing, enjoying the day. So you take whatever you want, but this is what I've learned so far, and I'm just passing that information on. Good hunting, good searching out there at the Creator of Diamonds, and be safe.